Hello and welcome to the zero budget review for Clive Barker's The Scarlet Gospels. The Scarlet Gospels is, I guess, a sequel to the novella The Hellbound Heart, which was the inspiration for the Hellraiser film. Now, I've been looking forward to reading this book for about 5 years when Clive Barker initially announced it. This would be an official canon exploration of the Hellraiser universe. I know, for example, that Clive Barker wasn't entirely happy with Hellraiser 2 and its depiction of the Cenobites as having a human origin. He preferred to keep them more demonic, otherworldly. I've read a lot of the Hellraiser comics. I've watched all of the Hellraiser films, and I loved their take on it. But I was obviously more interested in reading Clive Barker's take on his own work, as he is the creator of this universe, of this mythology. The way the book starts is that the Hell Priest, as he's officially known, Pinhead, is going around the world killing off wizards and witches and anyone who has access to magic in order to get hold of their secrets, get hold of any of their texts which have spells and incantations that he can use to make himself more powerful. That's how the book starts, and I thought it was excellent. I really enjoyed that part, but this was just a prologue. The main story kind of goes back between Harry the Moor, the occult investigator, and the Hell Priest, and his attempts to get more and more power. About halfway through the book, maybe a third of the way in, Harry the Moor and his group of friends have to descend into hell itself to take on the Hell Priest. Now, I just want to say briefly that I am a huge fan of Clive Barker. And I've been looking forward, again, I can't have to say this, I'm looking forward to this book for 5 years. So you can imagine just how upset and bitterly disappointed I was by the time I finished reading this book. Not even then, just before. I was 1/3 of the way in to this book, and if it wasn't for the fact that it was set in the Hellraiser universe and the book written by Clive Barker, I would have quit. It's that bad. And in 20 years, I quit about 3 or 4 books. This book is as bad as the ones I've quit, but I didn't quit it purely because it's Clive Barker and it's set in Hellraiser universe. The Hell Priest motivations are laughable. And the other characters, Harry the Moor, his friends Norma, Chaz, Dale, Lana, again, they're all just two-dimensional characters that I never cared about. Any sense of tension was just non-existent. It was almost like he was writing a book of bullet points. Characters move from A to B. They fight demons. They continue from B to C. There was no passion in this book at all. Some of the descriptions were laughable in the sense that I actually burst out laughing reading them. They were written almost as if they were by a child. Honestly, I could not believe that it was Clive Barker who was writing this. The big meetings, which happened a couple of times between Hell Priest and Harry the Moor, are again just brief, no tension. This book is bad. It's terrible. It's one of the worst books I've read in about 10-15 years. I cannot tell you just how bad this book is. There are no words. Until this book, I have never read a bad book by Clive Barker, and I'm going to be a lot more cautious about his work in the future. This book has been hyped up quite a bit because it's the first book he's written in a long time, and I hope the guy keeps working and doing more work, but this he has to up his game, and I know he can do it because he's a fantastic author. But just save your time, save your money, don't buy this book. It's the dialogue is laughable, the horror scenes in it aren't horrific. It's just a bad book. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your money. Don't do it. All right. My next review will be for The Goblin Emperor by Catherine Addison.